Hi everyone, Dion Johnson here from fedapackwork.com, and it's day 18 of my 30-day video blogging series, Jobs, Careers and all that jazz. Now, it's been well over a week actually since I won an award at the National Women Inspiring Women's Awards, and I've got to tell you that after all the champagne and the high celebrations and the journey to Birmingham and hanging out with my friends and meeting new people and dancing and all the celebrations and then travelling back to London, I've got to tell you that when I got back, I hit a little wobbly spot. I actually felt exhausted, drained, and it was a real time of questions for me. I started to ask myself, what does this award really mean to me personally, to my community, my clients and my customers, and the work that we'll do together? What does this award really mean? What's it saying? What's going to happen now that I've won this award? And I've really been thinking about the answers to those questions. And one of the things that really became clear to me is that the award, which was actually given to me because of the story, my story that I began to tell publicly and share with people, is a story of my journey to authenticity. My journey to really turning up in my life and in my work as the real me. My story is very much about taking masks off. And people say to me all the time, I've got to put my work head on. Or they say things like, I've got to act a certain way in my workplace. And so maybe you identify with that. I don't know if you know my story or not, but I, for a lot of years growing up, wore an artificial eye and dark glasses to hide my facial disfigurement, my defects. And actually, that was a really powerful metaphor for some of the other masks that I wore that were not really visible, but I wore them anyway, emotional masks. Things like turning up wearing a mask to protect myself, or to pretend to be somebody else that somebody else wanted, or to hide something about myself. Those things were happening on a physical level because of my facial disfigurement, but they were also happening on an emotional level too, and maybe you can identify with that. So today, I just really want to ask you a question about wearing masks. Do you find yourself wearing masks to turn up at work? Do you find yourself acting a certain way or putting the work head on to be appropriate in that office? And if you do, consider this. What is it that keeps you covering up? And if you're wearing masks, what's wrong with the real you showing up? If you're acting a certain way, what's wrong with you being the real you? What is it that needs to be covered up, needs to be hidden, needs to be concealed? What's wrong with you? Powerful stuff, right? Well, I think so. And I'd love for you to spend some time just thinking about that. If you can recognize that you're a mask wearer, or you find yourself acting a certain way, or pretending, or putting on somebody else's head to turn up in your life and in your work, ask yourself why. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.